it doesn't warm me anymore. I poured 2 cups for habit's sake, a bitter sip for a heart that breaks. Your jacket's hanging on the chair like a ghost that's waiting there. I reach out to touch the sleeve, still can't figure out how to believe. If the door is closed and the story's done, the battle's over but nobody won, and the silence here is deafening. Now I'm dancing with a ghost in the living room, chasing shadows in the afternoon gloom. Every corner of this house screams your name. Every picture is a frozen frame. I'm crowded by the things we used to be. I'm not by myself, can't you see? I'm just alone with memories. I found a ticket in my winter coat from that movie 3 years ago. I traced the date with a trembling thumb. How did I become so numb? They say the time is a healing hand, but I'm just sinking in the sand, just fading from the sheets. A slow goodbye that isn't sweet. Yeah, the door is closed and the story's done. The battle's over, but nobody won, and the silence here, God, it's deafening. Now I'm dancing with a ghost in the living room, chasing shadows in the afternoon room. Every corner of this house screams your name. Every picture is a frozen frame. I'm crowded by the things we used to be. I'm not by myself, can't you see? I'm just alone with I tried to pack your things away, but I couldn't face the empty space today. If I let you go, if I wipe the slate, do I lose the love along with the hate? I don't wanna be free, I just want you here with me. Yeah, just the echoes of what used to be, just the dust boats in the night. No, I'm not okay, but I'll be alright. Just me and the memories. Just me and the memories. Still checking the even though you don't have a key anymore. The dust is settling on the side of the bed where you used to rest your tired head. I try to watch the news to drown it out, but the static only feeds the doubt. Every floorboard creaks like it's trying to say that you're just a room or a hallway away. It's the phantom limb of a love gone cold, a story that I never wanted told. I'm listening for a sound that isn't there, chasing a ghost through the empty air, and I'm living in the echoes of goodbye, resonating under a hollow sky. Every I love you is bouncing off the walls. I hear your laughter down the darkened halls. It's a symphony of everything we lost. I'm shivering, covered in the winter frost. No matter how I scream, I can't deny I'm trapped inside the echoes of goodbye. I found your favorite mug in the sink. It's funny how the smallest things can make you sing. I almost asked you if you wanted tea before I remembered there's no you and me. The silence has a rhythm, a heavy beat, like the sound of your boots on the gravel street. But it's just the wind, or it's just my mind, leaving the best of my life behind. It's the phantom lamb of the love gone cold, the story that I never wanted told. I'm listening for a sound that isn't there, reaching for fingers that aren't there. And I'm living in the echoes of goodbye, resonating under a hollow sky. Every I love you is bouncing off the walls. I hear your laughter down the darkened halls. It's a symphony of everything we lost. I'm shivering, covered in the winter frost. No matter how I scream, I can't deny I'm trapped inside the echoes of goodbye. Can we turn the volume down? I'm suffocating in this ghost town sound. Stop the ringing, stop the ache. How much more of this quiet can I take? If the memory is loud and the truth is a scream, I'm waking up inside a nightmare dream. being covered in a winter frost. No matter how I scream, I can't deny I'm trapped inside the echoes. Goodbye. Park the car on 4th and Main, underneath the flickering street lamp rain. It's been 3 years, or maybe 4, since we stood shivering by this grocery store. The pavement cracks look just the same as they did when you whispered my name. I'm retracing steps in the wet concrete, looking for the ghost in the passenger seat. It was breathless then, it was brand new. The world was painted in a shade of you, but the colors fade when the sun goes down. And this is just another empty town. It's a cruel joke, isn't it, to stand right here where the matches were lit, to see the bench where we first sat down, where I was the king and you wore the crown. I thought if I came back I'd feel you near, but the silence is the only thing I hear. It's crowded with strangers, but I can't pretend. It's so lonely here where we began. I ordered 2 coffees, I don't know why. One sits cold while the time ticks by. The waitress asked if I'm waiting for a friend. I almost said lover, but I can't offend. A foolish hope that you might walk in wearing that jacket and that crooked grin. But life moved on and you moved west, and I'm just a tourist in a hollow chest. It was magic then, it was infinite. Now I'm just staring at the end of it. The movie played out, the credits rolled, and this summer night feels freezing cold. It's a cruel joke, isn't it, to stand right here where the matches were lit, to see the bench where we first sat down, where I was the king and you wore the crown. I thought if I came back I'd feel you near, but the silence is the only thing I hear. It's crowded with strangers, but I can't pretend. It's so lonely here where we began. Yeah, it's lonely where we began. They say you should never go back to the start of the train on the railroad track, because the station is closed and the ticket is expiring. And I'm so tired, God, I am so tired of looking for a spark in the ashes of us. I'm just waiting alone for the final buzz. It's a cruel joke, It's crowded with strangers, but I can't pretend. It's so lonely here where we began. Back to the start, back to the end. I guess I'll go home now. I guess I'll go home now. I'm looking at the space where you used to stand, like a shoreline waiting for the sea to touch the sand. But the tide went out and it took the ground. Now there's nothing but the salt and a hollow sound. I checked the cupboards and I checked the drawers, looking for a piece of me that wasn't yours. But I gave you the keys and I gave you the light, and you took it all with you into the night. It's a strange kind of hunger, a ghost in my skin. I'm wide open doors and no one coming in. I'm a vessel that's cracked, I'm a well running dry, just a shadow of a hello and a permanent goodbye. And now I'm just alive, left empty, a house with the windows all broken and black. I gave you the best, and I can't take it back. I'm a heart that's been bled till the rhythm is gone, searching for a reason to carry on. You didn't just leave, you took the me out of me and left me here, love left empty. The silence is a thief, it's stealing my breath. This quiet is a different kind of death. I try to fill the rooms with the radio's hum, but I'm just waiting for a feeling to come. They say that a heart is a cup to be filled, but mine was a glass that you took and you spilled. I'm staring at my hands and they're shaking and cold, with a story that's finished before it was told. It's a strange kind of hunger, a ghost in my skin. I'm wide open doors and no one coming in. I'm a vessel that's cracked, I'm a well running dry, just a shadow of a hello and a permanent goodbye. And now I'm just love left empty, a house with the windows all broken and black. I gave you the best, and I can't take it back. I'm a heart that's been bled till the rhythm's gone, searching for a reason to carry on. You didn't just leave, you took the lead empty. The clock on the wall is a heartless thing, ticking away the ghost of everything. The moon is a silver sliver in the sky, a cold, lonely witness to a low-fidelity life. Counted the cracks in the ceiling above, a map of the ruins of a permanent love. The bed is a desert, the sheets are like stone. Funny how together feels so much more alone. I reach for my phone just to see the time, but I'm looking for a text that'll never be mine. The blue light is stained, the air is so thin. This is the hour where the shadows win. And I'm midnight missing you in a room that's painted a shade of blue. The stars are all silent, the world is asleep, but I've got a promise that I couldn't keep. Every memory is a haunting refrain, playing on loop in the back of my brain. Yeah, the sun's still 1,000 heartbeats away, and I'm midnight missing you with nothing to say. I remember the way you breathe in your sleep, a secret so quiet, a treasure to keep. Now the only sound is the hum of the street and the rhythm of a heart that skipped a beat. I try to imagine you're just in the hall, getting some water or ignoring a call. But the house is a hollow, the house is a shell, and I'm just a prisoner in a midnight cell. I reach for the space we used to be, but there's nothing but a cold, dark vacancy. The blue light is fading, the walls are closing in. This is the hour where the shadows win. And I'm midnight missing you in a room that's painted a shade of blue. The stars are all silent, the world is asleep, but I've got a promise that I couldn't keep. Every memory is a haunting refrain, sitting in a room full of friendly faces, talking about the weather and the familiar places. They see me nodding, they see me smile. They think I've been healed for a little while. But there's a glass wall standing in between the man they know and the ghost unseen. I'm shouting from the bottom of a frozen well, but to them I'm just a story that's easy to tell. They say I know how it feels with a heavy sigh, but they don't see the desert behind my eye. They offer a hand, they offer a prayer, but they're reaching for someone who isn't there. 'Cause nobody feels me not the way I do. Nobody's carrying this version of you. They see the surface, they don't feel the weight of a love that arrived just a second too late. I'm an island of ache in a crowded sea, searching for a soul to come rescue me. But the lights are dim and the truth is lonely. Nobody feels me, they see me only. The music is playing, the city is loud, but I'm just a shadow lost in the crowd. I try to explain how the silence tastes like cold iron bars in a life gone to waste. They tell me that time is a natural cure, that everything happens for a reason for sure. But those are just words that the comfortable say when they haven't had their world stripped away. Yeah, they say I've been there and they pat my back, but they aren't the ones falling through the crack. They offer a hand, they offer a prayer, but they're reaching for someone who isn't there. 'Cause nobody feels me not the way I do. Nobody's carrying this version of you. They see the surface, they don't feel the weight of a love that arrived just a second too late. I'm an island of ache in a crowded sea, searching for a soul to come rescue me. But the lights are dim and the truth is lonely. Nobody feels me, they see me only. Am I invisible, or is the pain just too loud to hear? I'm a frequency nobody's tuning into, a ghost in the room with nothing to cling to. I'm right here, can anybody feel me? Can anybody see the real me? Nobody feels me not the way I do. Nobody's carrying the memory of you. I'm an island of ache in a crowded sea, searching for a soul to come rescue me. But the lights are dim and the truth is lonely. Nobody feels me. They see a man standing still, they see a heart with a will. But down where the dark is, down where the spark is, nobody feels me. The key turns in the lock, it echoes like a gunshot in the dark. I wait for you to call out from the hall, but shadows are the only to fall. I set my keys down on the wooden stand, reaching out for a disappearing hand. The hum of the fridge is a violent sound in a house where lost things can't be found. I hold my breath and close my eyes, trying to hear your lullabies, but the frequency is dead and gone, and the night goes on and on. It's the silence after you that hurts the most. It's heavier than any haunting ghost. I take the screaming, I take the lies, I take the thunder in your angry skies, just to hear a heartbeat false or true. But there's nothing left to listen to, just the deafening silence after you. The coffee pot is hissing on the stove, a siren song for such a quiet home. I check my phone to see if it might ring, but it's just a silent, shining, broken thing. Remember how we used to fill this space? Music, laughter, fighting, chaotic grace. Now I'm afraid to walk across the floor in case I don't hear you walk through the door. So I hold my breath and close my eyes, and I realize it's the silence after you that hurts the most. It's heavier than any haunting ghost. I take the screaming, I take the lies, I take the thunder in your angry skies, just to hear a heartbeat false or true. But there's nothing left to listen to, just the deafening silence after you. I scream at the walls just to hear a sound, but the words fall dead upon the ground. I'd give anything for a slamming door or a fight we fought 1,000 times before. Make some noise, break the glass, don't let this quiet be the thing that It's the silence after you that hurts the most. It's heavier than any haunting ghost. I take the screaming, I take the lies, I take the thunder in your angry skies, just to hear a heartbeat false or true. But there's nothing left to listen to. All through to listen to. Just the silence after you. So quiet, I can hear my own heart breaking. Put on a shirt that you said looked good. I'm walking through the neighborhood like I should. I'm not in a neighbor's, I'm checking the mail. I'm keeping my ship on a steady sail. I laugh at the jokes that the office guys tell. I'm doing a wonderful job of being well. But if you look closely at the corners of my eyes, you'll see the reflection of 1,000 goodbyes. The paint is dry, the walls are up. I'm sipping the dregs from an empty cup. The surface is calm, the water is still, but I'm losing the fight, I'm losing the will. Because I'm still crying inside, where the shadows are deep and there's nowhere to cafe we visited twice. The coffee was bitter, the air was like ice. I sat at our table and I checked my watch, pretending I'm waiting, pretending a lot. Nobody notices the ghost in the seat, or the way that I'm crumbling under my feet. It's easy to fool them when you play the part of a man with a pulse, but a hole in his heart. Yeah, the pain is dry, the act is fine. I'm coloring neatly inside of the line. The surface is calm, the water is still, but I've had my fill, God, I've had my fill. Because I'm still crying inside, where the shadows are deep and there's nowhere to hide. My voice doesn't tremble, my hands don't shake, but behind the ribs is a heart about to break. I'm a master of the mask, I'm a king of the lie. I'm walking in the sun, but I'm ready to die. You see a smile that I'm wearing with pride, but I'm still crying. I'm still crying inside. It's a flood behind a dam. Do you even see how close I am to letting it out, to screaming your name, to setting this perfect life on flame? I'm drowning in the dry air. I'm screaming, but there's no prayer. I'm still crying inside, where the shadows are deep and there's no way hide. Oh, my voice doesn't tremble, my hands don't shake, but behind the ribs is a heart about to break. I'm a master of the mask, I'm a king of the lie. I'm walking in the sun, but I'm ready to die. You see a smile that I'm wearing with pride, but I'm still crying. I'm still crying inside. I'm okay, that's what I say. I'm fine, just give it time. But the rain is falling when no one can see. Still crying inside of me. The calendar is stuck on a Tuesday in July. The same page is yellowing as the weeks go by. I keep the porch light burning till the sun turns gray, just in case you forgot that you walked away. A northern bath, I've seen the empty space. I've memorized the absence of your face, but my feet won't move from this patch of floor. I'm a guard for a house with an open door. They tell me that the world is spinning around, but I'm the only thing that's tethered to the ground. It's a ritual, it's a slow burn sin to wait for a ghost that won't come in. And I'm waiting without hope tonight, standing in the shadows of a fading light. I know your heart's found a brand new shore. I know you don't belong to me anymore. edge of town. I didn't wave, I just looked down. You looked happy in the blur of the glass. I'm the only one who didn't let the season pass. I got a suitcase packed with things I should discard. Letting go of us is just too damn hard. So I sit on the porch and I watch the sky, waiting for a miracle I know's a lie. Yeah, the world keeps spinning faster now, and I'd stop this heart if I only knew how. It's a ritual, it's a lonely to have it. If there's a piece of us left, I gotta grab it. But the air is thin and the well is dry, and I'm sick of telling myself the same old lie. I'm waiting for nothing, I'm screaming at nothing. Desperate plea, I'm a prisoner of a love that set me free. Still standing here, still broke, just waiting. I reached for your hand in the middle of the night, but I only found the cold gray morning light. The pillow still pressed where you used to lay, a soft reminder of a better yesterday. I try to make breakfast, but the kitchen's too wide. There's nowhere for a broken man to hide. The steam from the coffee rises up in the air, but everything's different now that you aren't there. It's not just the silence, it's not just the space, it's the way that the world has forgotten your face. And I'm left behind in the wake of the storm, trying to find where the sun used to be warm. You're absence hurts like a physical weight, like a lock on a door, a closing gate. It's a dull, heavy ache in the center of my chest, a mind that's too weary to ever find rest. I didn't know nothing could weigh quite this much, or that I go crazy for just one more touch. Every I'm fine is a lie that's half true. God, your absence hurts more than losing you. I walk past the park where we carved out our names, but the wood has been weathered by seasons and rains. I see other couples and I look away. I can't stand the light of a beautiful day, because your absence is a shadow that follows me round, a ghost in the static, a leak in the sound. I'm living a life that's been cut into two, the before and the after is you. Yeah, the world keeps on turning, it doesn't quite care that I'm reaching for someone who's no longer there, and I'm left behind in the cold and the dark. Your absence hurts like a physical weight, like a lock on a door or a closing gate. It's a dull, heavy ache in the center of my chest, a mind that's too weary to ever find rest. I didn't know nothing could weigh quite this much, or that I go crazy for just one more touch. Every I'm fine is a lie that's half true. God, your absence hurts more than losing you. They say that I'll heal, that the pain's gonna dull, but the empty is loud and the lonely is full. I'd take the heartbreak 1,000 times more if it meant you were standing right there at the door. Don't leave me here in the hollow in the field. Your absence hurts like a physical weight, like a lock on a door or a closing gate. It's a dull, heavy